Good morning, Prof.
Good morning. How are you?
So, today we can see that some patients are here, elderly, and for the Usagbe medical outreach. Say something about the outreach.
Oh yeah, well, thank you very much. Usagbe Club of Nigeria. We've been doing this outreach for a long time, and it's usually around the Christmas period when we have our annual general meeting, and it's been very helpful in the sense that we're able to see some of our people who cannot afford to go to the hospital, and then it's an opportunity for them to speak with us. And the caliber of doctors that we have are very consultant. I'm a gynecologist, and we've been seeing some of them with gynecological problems. My wife is a pediatrician, has been seeing pediatric cases. And then we have Dr. Mrs. Okaku, who is also a senior doctor. We have other consultants. Professor Ikwabe is a physician. We are all in Usagbe Club, and we provide these services. We also invite some other younger doctors because of the number. In the past, we used to see 200 to 300 patients, within in a day, and we give drugs. Sometimes we have extra drugs. We also give it to the elderly people's home, and then the hospital. I think it's the Catholic hospital here. It's been very helpful. It's not everything that we can do, but sometimes we refer cases that we know require further treatment. And it's important for us to do that because some of the people we are seeing don't even know the extent of their illness. So we tell them, those who are even hypertensive, either they take their drugs on whatever they have, like money. But we need to stress to them that they need to take regular treatment and then regular follow-up. Even with the doctors in the locality, it's important that patients are educated. If the people are not educated, they might not take their drugs. Those who have stroke, for instance, maybe they didn't take their drugs for 2-3 days. Those who are diabetic, even when we see them, we seize the opportunity to educate them, in addition to giving them, restocking some of their drugs. We've had very good cooperation, and now we are even being sponsored by Fitsin, Fitsin Pharmaceutical, and we are grateful to them. They are giving us a lot of sponsorship, and then also some other pharmaceutical and pharmacies. So we are happy with what we are doing. We've been doing it for years, and we are continuing to do it. In fact, this year we are now doing it in 2 sites, one in Weppa and then one in Wanno, and then hopefully we might be able to extend it to Uzannu. These are the 3, as it were, clans that we have around us.
Yeah. Is it possible for you to estimate the number of patients or the capacity that this outreach have been able to reach?
Well, like I said, every year we see between 200 and 300. So if you say for the past, I would say for the past 10 years minimum that we've been doing this. So we're talking about, 3,000, yes. And like I said, what we are doing now, last year, yes, also to add that last year we were able to also put some surgical components to it, some simple surgeries, which we are reviewing and looking forward to having a better outreach with surgical interventions, particularly cataract and simple things like that. And then we're looking at the facilities around us so we could do that. And then the post-operative follow-up is also very important for the patients. For me, for instance, if there's somebody with fibroids and it's, I will be able to do it in the locality, and then that'll be fine. It will reduce costs for the people here. By next year, I'm sure we'll have a better outreach. Because one thing we discovered that this festive period, a lot of people, don't have time. So we're thinking about shifting it towards Easter, when we'll get, this outreach is done. Even the Edo University had done some outreach, and then we leverage on the experiences they have. And luckily, we're also having a teaching hospital in Aochi now. So the environment is getting a bit more suitable for outreaches. we'll be able to get personnel from them. We can also use their resources in terms of equipment and all that. So as far as Usagbe is concerned, we're looking forward to a period where we'll be able to sort out most of the medical problems, particularly to the indigent patients. I know the general hospital is there, and we are also thinking some of the doctors in the general hospital, we are beginning to collaborate with them in such a manner that we can, maintain, and sustain healthcare services to the environment.
I guess you are the coordinator of this outreach?
Well, no. Dr. Omokudu is in charge, but he's not here. He's probably in Weppa. I used to coordinate many years back, when we started. I'm getting old now, but all the same, but I am extremely committed and interested in this scheme because, this is what, this is my profession and this is what we can give back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So how do you describe the response this morning?
Well, a lot of people have come and they have taken advantage of the free medical outreach by the Usagbe Club of Nigeria. This is a yearly event. Every December we are here. If I can count correctly, I've been part of it for more than 10 years and we are rolling, and people are always excited to be part of it because we have medical personnel here, doctors, nurses, lab scientists, all offering voluntary and free care to the indigents of the community. And drugs are also sourced and provided free of charge. Sometimes, last year we had surgery for some indigent patients. This year we were not able to do that because of logistic purposes, but anyone here that we see needs any further care will subsequently refer to hospitals, follow up. Sometimes the club also foots that bill. So it's a very commendable thing that the Usagbe Club of Nigeria is doing, and we want to continue to pray to God to continue to enable members of the club to continue to invest in healthcare. And my prayer is that if we can do this more frequently, that will really be beneficial to the community. Thank you very much.
Your name, please.
I'm Dr. Amina Ohahu. I'm an ENT surgeon with University of Benin Teaching Hospital.
Thank you. Okay, ebute wale ana ebare tu po okwe.
Ana, ana dia.
Okay.
Ana Usagbe kanya. Me is going to know you Ana. Me Felix Agbuko.
Okay.
Iyi kwa ka. Yes, dika.
Aya ni tu po okwe ni wale ana ebele egbo na kanya.
Abunu bode weto mi to a. Weto me bukanya. Bukanya weto. Izeka adiki mi to a izo be gbo. Me gbo somi bo kwa me. Brazil. Me go mo akai we pa boni pa.
Mo? Okay, good morning.
Morning. Welcome.
Yeah, how has the response been this morning?
Actually, the turn up is massive. They are turning up for the test, and much accurately, the test has been done, and most have been diagnosed diabetic, and some are not diabetic.
Yeah, this is organized by Usagbe Club of Nigeria. It's a social club. So what do you say to that club about their benevolence?
Yeah, actually, I really appreciate their effort what they do, and I appreciate their efforts, and I kind of encourage them to do more for the program to continue.
May we know your name, please?
I'm Ashwa Joseph.
Come again?
Ashwa Joseph.
Ashwa.
Yes.
Usagbe Club of Nigeria holds medical outreach every year for the indigents of Weppa and Wanno communities. It's an annual event as a way to reach out to them, to help them medically. There are many ways the club helps its people through education, free scholarship, grants to organizations. Health is also part of it. I am at the Ageri venue for the Weppa. Initially, it was being held at one point, which is Agenebode. But this year, the Usagbe Club decided to expand the outreach. Now, the two communities, one outreach is going on in Agere, while the other one is going on in Agenebode right now. The two are running simultaneously. It is a viable and veritable way to touch the people, knowing fully well that healthcare is expensive. The Usagbe Club of Nigeria is taking a lot away from them in terms of annual expenses. Many of them don't even know the ailment that they have. The quality of diagnosis going on and the care and the counseling that goes along with the outreach is very commendable. At this place, we are going to talk to doctors who are attending to patients. We will talk to the patient themselves, and the coordinator of this event, and the Usagbe member, is also here. He's going to talk to us about how far and how well this outreach is going on. Woman, yeah, more. Only ananu wali na eba atukpe okwe.
Atukpe okume somi ebi vale guate ini miaka amegeto ana ini geto ina to beyame ini tegia ina to beyame ina tesime isube akejame ke gbagwena leke tesime bo ni famana ike jagbo ebegbe meyo ina wena edi mete nguza ipao eya wole me ọkọ zake gari yọmọ tó gbàgbé na yai leke ti kùmí yam ẹni kùmí láti bọ yamẹ leke yọmọ bọ na mẹ yàmú wa ọ̀pọ̀ pa ebi mi ọkọ bá tó pẹ òkú mẹ lọkọ.
Ọ̀nù Usagbe ní dùn ọ́nẹ́mọ̀ nàlẹ́ èmúkẹ́ gbọ́ àgbà.
ẹmi tó ẹ ọbọdọ bẹka ìzọtẹ nánú yọ ẹ má gbé agbọnisẹ á lọsọ sómi ẹ ọfà kì í dá ìvìá ní èvìá. Osa, neither now.
No. I am standing with the the coordinator of this event. He is going to introduce himself more, and he will want to tell us how far the outreach and how well it is going. Sam, we will meet you.
My name is Dr. Mokudu Idogo. I am the chairman of the Usagbe Medical Committee. And by the grace of God, today we are implementing the annual Usagbe Health Fair across all our communities. We have two major locations, right here in Ottawa, Agere. The other is happening at the Ski Acquisition Center in Agenebode. And the whole idea of this is for us to give back to the communities that have done so well. We recognize that our people are in serious need for health interventions, and so this is just a way of giving back to the community.
Yeah, we learned that this. For how long has this outreach been going on?
We've been running this outreach now for a number of years, and we continue to bring innovations to it, and innovation even in the future as we look forward. So for last year, for example, when I took over, we introduced surgery. As part of it, we collaborated with the Catholic Hospital in Upland and basically looked at the possibility of patients that needed surgery, and it was successful. We've learned lessons, and those lessons we are processing so that even in subsequent years we can now expand to add more surgical intervention, add more intervention for what we call eye health, so that we cover our people very comprehensively. So yes, this has been on for a couple of years now, and it's something that Usagbe is committed to continuing in the years ahead.
We all know that things are expensive. What has sustained this outreach this far, and what is it that it will continue to sustain it?
I think first and foremost is to say that it's a commitment of Usagbe. It's something Usagbe believes in strongly, that the health fair is a veritable part of our December event, and so I think that has motivated and ensured that we continue to make the resource available. But I must also add that we've been very lucky to have had very illustrious sons of the land also support, both in terms of medicines and financially. So for example, we've had support from fits in, which is the managing director is one of us. We've had support from Society for Family Health, where I work. We've also had support from Dr. Idodo's pharmacy in Lagos, which is also, so when we pull all those together, then the club adds a lot more resource to make it. And you're absolutely right. To be honest, the sort of cost factor for the outreach this year, it's quite high, but we will do all we can to continue to drive forward.
Yeah, Usagbe is known to be involved in all this kind of charitable adventures. What is that make Usagbe continue to engage in such charitable adventures?
I think very fundamentally, it's a club that is built on sort of contributing our talents, our treasure, and our time. And I think in contributing, the idea is not to contribute to ourselves, but to contribute to the community. And I think that's really the underpinning philosophy of the charitable purpose of Usagbe as a club. And the health fair that we are having today is just one of those. Of course, in addition to the education side, to continuous work on the sports side, social enterprise side. So it's really about how we as a people pull together our talents, our treasure, which resources, our time to continue to make a difference in the life of our communities from where we come as a people.
Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
The outreach has been described to be successful, and a lot of accommodations from different corners, organizers, patients, and doctors is a thing that is really commendable. And they have all wished that Usagbe Club of Nigeria continue to maintain this outreach. It's something that they have looked forward to every year, and a lot of things is being expected. I am Robert Ipoga, reporting from SEM Television.